We can start the second pair. We will continue to analyze the surface elements here. So we have seen some basics one. In general, extrude surface, revolve surface, then swept surface and lofted surface are the basics surface elements to create the basic shape of your the part where you want to design. And we have seen the knight surface and the secant surface, the secant elements to give some thickness and combine using the knight surface and so on. Also we have seen the planar surface and fillet surface. They are the two simple. Just you need to select here the closed profile to close the surface element. And next here in the group here is the boundary surface. It is I can call it as the similar what we have seen in the lofted surface, and to create the complex shape using the profiles. It can be the open profile and closed profile, and using the guide course to control the shape of the product, so the boundary surface. So let's see here as an example how to use the boundary surface. Then we will go with the surface elements. So as usual, what we will start to create the sketch, the profiles, then guide course and so on. So we can use, for example, let's use here the front plane. Then let's create here for example the ellipse. So I have the ellipse, the first profile, and obviously we need to create the second profile to use here the boundary surface. In order to do this, I will again create a new plane, which is the parallel to the front plane. Here the parallel to the front plane. Select here the front plane as a first reference. You can change here the direction, that's offset in the reverse direction. Also go to the down in the option menu. You can change here the normal. What is the normal here means that here they see the arrow. It means that if I keep here the arrow on this direction, and if I select here the sketch and go to this plane, my normal plane will be from this side. So if I reverse here the normal plane on the other side, and if I go to this plane as a sketch plane, so I will go normal from this side and so on. This is just for the normal direction, so you can flip on that direction or in that direction. So it is better for me, it will be in this direction for this sketch. So because I will keep here this one and go sketch, select here OK. And I want to draw here the second profile for this plane, and I want to use as a second profile as a circular profile starting from the origin. So finish the sketch, and I need to create here the guide curve to use here the boundary surface. So as a guide curve, I will use here the top plane. So select here the sketch, and I will use here the 3 points arc here as a guide curve. For example, this kind of shape. You can define here the radius for this one if you want. For example, you can define the radius for if it is the given. So, and what is the important also as a guide curve. So this is my guide curve, and this is my two profiles. So guide curve should be connected as a peers relations, with which we have the highlighted. So in order to do this, I will select this point, pressing and holding the control keyboards. I will select this profile and make here the peers. So click here OK, and the second one, this one with the second profile, make here the peers one. So now it's the peers relation here. It's the fully defined. You see it's become the black, and I need to create here this again the center line. So it should be the vertical. You see the yellow one. If I slightly move, the yellow is disappeared. So it should be the vertical. Now it's the vertical. I will select here this point and make here the mirror. Select here the mirror entity and select here this one, and the axis is this one. So it is the mirror. Click OK. So we can exit. Here we created the two guide curves, and obviously we can create the additional the two guide curves. In this case I will use here the right plane, so it should be connected to the profiles. So right plane, click here the sketch, and let's create the guide curve using the spline line. So you can slightly rotate if you want in the proper position, just to draw the guide curve. If you want more the complex shape, you can any shape like here, and just finish. Right click and select here this icon, just select it, will be finished on this position. Again I will make here the pierce relation between this point and this line, the pierce one, and here this one with this one, here make here the pierce one, and you can control the shape here as you want. So any point here, you see the points. Again I want to make here the mirror of this guide curve on this part, but I cannot use here this reference line, which is I already created, because it is in a different plane. That's why I need to create an additional new center line for this plane. So starting from the origin, here it should be the horizontal. In this case, you see the horizontal icon. The length is not important, it's just for the reference line. And make here the mirror, this line, that mirror about, which is this line. So it is the mirror here on this part. I will exit. So now I finished my sketches. So the two profiles and for the guide curves, and go to my future, which is the boundary surface here. So it is similar what we have seen in the lofted surface. So I will select here the boundary surface, and what you need to here select here the direction one. Here select the first profile, and keeping in the direction one the selection. Here select here the second direction. So it will be directly connects the two profiles what we have seen using the swept surface normally. But if you want to control the outer shape, you need to go to the direction 2 as a guide curve in order to control the outer shape. So we have the guide curve. So I will step by step select all the guide curves. Select the first one. Again, click here OK. It will take this shape here. You can rotate. Select this one. Click here OK. So it will take the shape here, and select the third one. Click here OK. So last one, you need to select this one as a last guide curve. Click here OK. So this is my shape here. I can click here OK. So let me just show in the isometric view here. So this is using the boundary surface. So if you open here the boundary surface, it is composed by the for sketch. This is the sketch one, which is the profile, which is this one is the ellipse. Sketch 2 is the second profile, is the upper one, here the circle, and the two sketches. Sketch 3 is this guide curve, which is the arc here in the both sides, and sketch 4 is this guide curve, which is the complex shapes is created by the spline line here to this one. So in the boundary surface you can use as many as profiles. In this case I just use the 2 profiles here, but you can use more profiles, even if the 3, 4 and so on. And the guide curves should be there's a maximum 4, so the minimum 1, so but 4 for the precise control, the precise outer shape and so on. And again, if you want to close here the lower part of your part, in order to close and open and create the plastic element like the bottle, you can use here as a planar surface or fillet surface. For example, the planar surface, and just click here the edge of the ellipse, so it's closed, and just click here the OK. So it is the closed now. New surface element, which is differ from this one, is created. And obviously you need to combine these two surface elements here, using the night surface. So click here the night surface, select this lower part, select this surface, which is selected, and just click here the OK, and it is the combined. And after making the combine of these two elements, you can give the thickness, obviously what we have did. And what is the important, also you can add here the fillet. We have seen the fillet function in the future element, in the creating the solid element, but also in the surface elements here we have the fillet function. You can go to the feature tab and see here the fillet. They are the same, the similar functions, but what is the important to add the fillet in the case of the surface elements. So after what you need to add here the fillet after making your surface elements, that is the combined. Without making the combining of the surface element, you cannot add here the fillet. Since here you see that I added here all the surface elements using the night surface. This is here the combined. Then I can add here the fillet. So I can go to the fillet, and here the same menu that we have seen in the fillet. Here the constant one, the variable, and the face and the full rounded fillets. The 4 options. So in this case, let's use here the constant one. So obviously we need to select here the edge to give the fillet. So in order to add here the edge, so we need to, for example, select this edge, and you see the fillet will be added for this edge with a radius of 10 millimeter. You can increase here the radius as the requirement here, and just click here the OK. So fillet in the bottom part of the product will be added here. That's the rounded edge will be added. So keep in mind that fillet, you can only add the fillet when your parts, that is the surface elements, is combined using the surface. So for example, let me delete here the fillet and delete here the night surface, and without combining this surface and this surface, I want to add here the fillet. Click here the fillet, and here select here this one. You see it is not selecting this edge. So because these two surface is not combined, that's why I cannot select here this edge. You can try, and I am pressing on my mouse, so it is not selecting this edge. That's why you need to firstly combine these two surfaces using the knife surface. So select this one and select this one, and click OK. Then you can add here the fillet. Select here the fillet, and you see it is the fillet. Click OK. So this is the one trick to add the fillet on your the surface element. Then I can hide here this one. So then you can give again the thickness for the element. So let's give the smaller thickness here, the 1 millimeter in the both side. Click OK. So it will become the thickness with the plastic element. You can see here the section view. Let's change here the plane. So you see it is the thickness of the 1 millimeter. So you can give the color for the element. So in order to do this, you need to select all your features, pressing the control keyboard, and here you see the all is selected, and go to the here the edit appearance, and define the any color. So any color if you want. So step by step that you will learn how to create this kind of elements. So, and the next function that we will see here the rolled surface. Then step by step down we will see how to create offset, then how to create the trim. Very useful tool. So let's open the new file. I will open the new file here. So let me select here the top plane, and select here the sketch. So I will create here the center rectangle from the origin, any rectangle with any dimension. So I will go to here the planar surface. So it will be the create just planar surface. So it will closes this one. Click OK. So it is just a surface element using the planar surface. Now let's see here how to use this one is the rolled surface. Select here the rolled surface, and if you open the rolled surface, there is several options to create the rolled surface. It can be the tangent to the surface, the normal to the surface, the tapered, perpendicular, and swept. So we will see the step by step how to use this one. So the first one is the tangent, and here you need to select here the edge of the surface element. For example, here the edge selection, I will select here this edge. So you see, as soon as I will select here this edge, so this edge of this will be extended, and in a distance of the 10 millimeter. You can increase here the value, any value. So it will be this edge will be extended. You can add, for example, this edge. Here this edge will be extended, so the edge 2. So you can add here the next one. You can add here the next one. So all the 4 edges selected of this surface element, and all is equally extended by distance of the 30 millimeter. So this is the options of the tangent to the surface. So it will tangentially extend the surface by some specific distance. So if you click here the OK, so new element here, the new surface element, which is the rolled surface, is created. You can create more complex, you can extend more complex shapes. For example, let me open another the file here. Let me open this one maybe. Let me just delete this one. So I have this kind of surface element, and I want to extend this surface element of this edge using the tangent extend, then the ruled. Here the select the ruled surface, keeping the tangent surface. So select here the edge. So it will be the extended. You see the shape will be the extended, and will you see here this tangentially, that is the extended to this shape here. If you select here the OK, so you will obtain this kind of shape, which is the ruled one. So I will delete this one, and let's here the another options. Here the ruled, which is the normal, and you know this normal means that it is in the 90 degree to the selected edge. So if I select here this edge, you see it will be the normally extend to the selected edge. So by the specific distance, which is the 10 millimeter in this case, you can increase here the value. You can even if the change here the direction of the extension by the clicking here the reverse direction. Here is the normally will be the extended, and click here the OK. You see you will obtain this kind of shape here. If I go here this example, if I delete the first option, and I will select here the ruled surface and the normal one. If I select here this edge, you see it will be the extended normally to this selected edge, and I can select here this edge, and this edge, and it will be the normally will be the extend by the distance of the 20 millimeter. You can reverse the direction by upward and downward direction, and click OK to see the result. So this is the normal extend to the selected edge. I will go for this result for this one. Let me just delete here the second, and let's go for the ruled one and select here this one, and so can go to we will go back for this one later. So now here I will go to this result here again. I will delete this one, select here the ruled, and let's hear another option. That's the tapered one, and it is similar to the normal one, but slightly the different one. We can make here the inclination angle. We can create with some inclination angle with the tapered one. So in this case, select here the edge. So edge is selected, and as a second reference here, you see I select here this one. We need to specify the plane. So we need to, as a second reference, specify the select the plane. In this case, I will select here the plane, which is the top plane. The top plane. Let me just delete this one. Select let me just here this plane. So it will be created here. And what you can also change here the taper angle. So taper angle means that inclination angle. So it will be not a normal. What we have seen here, you can change here some angle here. You see the angle. You can increase decrease the angle. So you see I am changing here the angle, the taper angle, the draft angle. You can make here the increase decrease the angle, the taper angle. So this is the extension of your edge with some angle. I will delete this one, and let's go with the other one. It's perpendicular to the vector. So in this case I will select here the edge again. So edge selection, this edge, and as a second reference I will select here the one additional plane here. So it will be the created normal to this plane. Let's delete this plane, and let's select here this plane, the front plane. So it will be the created, that is the perpendicular, which is the normal to this plane. You can reverse the direction here by the alternative direction here in the downward direction. So this is the perpendicular extension, and next one is the sweep extension. It is the same, but it will be the what we say here in the tapered one. So it will be the sweep extension. So let me go back here, then try to create here the rolled surface. Select here this one, and select here this edge. Select here this reference plane, which is the let me just here delete this one. So let's delete this one and try to select here the right plane, and you see it is the extended here. Maybe we can here, let me just here the result here. So now it's okay. You see I just extended here this, and I will just click here OK. So it's the upper part of the bottle. You can just create, just extending this one, which is the normal. It's the perpendicular here, using the perpendicular method, or you can make here with the some the angle here, but it is better to use the perpendicular, because it is the upper part of the bottle. You can go here this one. So just extend it. So most of time this rolled surface is used in order to create this kind of elements in the bottle elements, to create these upper parts and so on. So let me go here this example. So next function is the offset function. So when we created the sketch elements, two-dimensional sketch, we have seen the offset. If you look here the sketch, we have seen here the offset. We know what is the offset. Just we will create the copy of the two-dimensional sketch at some specific distance. We have seen this one. Also in the surface elements we have the offset surface, which means that we will create the copy of that surface element at some specific the distance. So this is the offset surface. So create offset surface. Just you will select here the offset, and you will select here the surface which you want to create the copy. For example, selected the surface. So see, it will be the copied at a distance of the 10 millimeter. You can increase here the value. You can change here the direction in the upward and the reverse direction. You can define the specific offset distance. So it will be totally copied the same surface element. So it is the offset surface. Click here the OK. So it will be the copied the same surface element. The same here you can see. Let me just delete this one and click here the offset and select here this one, and it is the offsetted at a distance. You can increase the value, change here the direction in a downward direction, click OK. So the surface will be copied and offsetted at a specific distance. This is the very useful tool. So now I am just showing how to use this functions, but at the end I will explain how in the practice to use this function in the combination in order to create your the model. So in the combination of this, for example, the how to combine the rolled surface with the offset surface in order to create your the complex shapes and so on. We will see the step by step. What I want to show in the last here, what is the important function is here the trim surface. Also we have seen in the sketch tab the trim entities. So we know what is a trim entity. So trim entity just to delete the unnecessary the sketch in your two-dimensional sketches. We have seen in creating the two-dimensional sketches. Also in the surfaces we have the trim function. It is the very useful, very helpful function in order to delete unnecessary the surface elements. So let's see how to use this trim, because with the help of this trim functions you can create very complex shapes. So I will select, for example, this face and click here the sketch, and let's create here on this surface, for example, the circle, for example here the polygon, and let's create here for example the rectangle. 3 sketches. So finish the sketch, and I have the 3 sketches on this surface element, which is composed by the circle, rectangle, and the polygon. And let's use the trim surface in the practice. What is the meaning of the trim surface? If I select here the trim surface, we have the open this menu. You need to understand what are you going to do with the trim surface, what you want to keep and what you want to delete. Okay, you need to know in which part of the product you want to delete and which part of your product you want to keep. So it is very important to understand the trim function. For example, here we have the trim tool, and here we have the standard option and the mutual option. We will see. Firstly, we will go with the standard option, so it is the simplest one. Then with the complex, we will go with the mutual one. So firstly, you need to specify the trim tool. The trim tool is the boundary, is the border where you want to create your trim. For example, I will select as a trim tool my sketch here. You see, I selected as a trim tool as a boundary the sketch. So all the sketch is selected because they are in the same group. Because I sketched these 3 sketch in the same plane in the same time. They are in the same group. And here you need to keep or remove option. For example, that which you need to know, that you need to now, do you want to keep, for example, these shapes, or do you want to just delete these shapes? For example, I want to keep these shapes, the circle, rectangle, and polygon. That's why I will go to the keep selection, or I want to keep here this shape here. I want to keep here this circle, rectangle, and polygon, and just delete this outer surface element. And here I will select here the remove selection, and as a remove selection I will select this surface here, this which is the highlighted with the orange or brown, I don't, this color. So if I select this one, you see it will become this color. It's selected, and I will select here OK, and this will be the selected surface will be the deleted, and these 3 shapes with a boundary, which is the boundary. In this case, it's a circle, rectangle, and the polygon is kept in my graphic window. It's the trimmed unnecessary part. So let's hear the different option. I will delete the trim one. It will be the returned in initial position. For example, I want to delete now in this case here the circle and the rectangle and this polygon, and just keep here this one, and I will go here the trim surface, and again go to the standard option, and the trim tool I will select again the boundary, the sketch, and I want to keep, for example, here the selection. I will go to the keep, and I will select as a keep again the same this one. I selected this one, not the inner one, so I will select this surface, and if I select here the OK, you see the selection tool is kept in my graphic window, and this one is deleted, then there is no any surface element. So the trim surface is very useful. Now we will see in practice how to use this trim. Let me just again delete this one and try to explain more different options here. Again, what I want to do, I want to again for example delete, let's first keep this circle, keep this rectangle, and keep this polygon. I want to keep in my window. Just delete this outer, so I will select standard. I will select here the boundaries again, and in this case I will go as a keep and select here in this case I will select the boundaries, the surfaces where I want to keep. So I will select this one, select this one. You see, now I am not selecting this one. I am selecting the surfaces I want to keep. So these colors, which is the purple, that will be the keep, and this color, which is the brown, will be the deleted in this case, because here this I select as a keep option. Click OK. So this is the result. So last option. So again the trim surface. So standard option, then here select again the trim tool. This is the boundary, and I want to here the remove, and I need to specify here the boundaries where I want to remove, and I will again want to remove this hole. I will select this one and this one and this one. So this selected boundaries, circle, rectangle, and polygon, will be the removed, because here I selected remove option, and click here to OK. So this is the result for the trim function. Now let's see here in practice how to use this trim, and how to use the offset, how to use the planar surface, how to use this boundary and this one in the practice to create the model with some combinations of this one. So there are these are the basic surface element. Also there are the other surface element, but in the practice we will see the others. For example, the untrim, the extend surface. In practice we will see that, but the others what we have seen are the basic and the fundamentals and important. Now let's hear with the practice. What I want to show here, I think this one, also this one, but for the beginning maybe this one. Let me just open the file here. not this one, we have seen this example here. Just a moment. So I think that this one. So here the complex, the shape, it's the mouse. Now we will see how to create this kind of element in practice using the surface functions. So most of time the trim function is used, but also the boundary surface is used also. So let me open here the new file and step by step to create this element here. Firstly, I will create here the, for example, to this front plane one profile, which is the 3-point arc here. So here the 3-point arc, you can define the dimension. If you want, let's define here the dimension with the exact value 110 millimeter. Let's make here the some constraint. So let's here press this point and this point, and this point make here the horizontal, and let's make here the center line in order to make here the symmetric of this one and this one around this one, make here the symmetric. So because we need to create more precise model, so this is just one line arc. I will finish. So now let's create here the additional reference plane. So the parallel, which is to the front plane, and let's define the dimension of this one as a 30 millimeter. The 30 millimeter. Click OK. I will create the additional plane, which is the 30 millimeter. Not for this plane, I will delete with respect to the front plane, but on the reverse direction I will flip offset on this direction, two parallel planes to the front plane, which is at a distance of the 30 millimeter, just as an example of the 30 millimeter. So click OK. I created two planes here, and I will create the one line profile, that is the arc for this plane. This is a plane 1. So again 3-point arc. So let's define the dimension again. That's the radius of the 80 millimeter, and let's make here again this point and this point, the origin point, it's the horizontally aligned in the same, and let's make here the center line again, any vertical line, and make here these 2 points symmetric. I am pressing the control keyboard, so keep in mind, so it will become symmetric around this axis. So I will finish the sketch. So I created my new line here, and now I want to make here the copy of this small arc on this plane too. In order to do this, I have here the project curve. Select here the project curve, and select here the curve, and select here as a plane, the second plane. So it will be the projected here. I will click here OK. So it is disappeared. Let me just make here the Ctrl Z. So let's not make here the project. Let's draw here once more. So the same arc here on this plane. So we can just go to the 3-point arc. This point, this point. You can just exactly the same here. You see. The dimension is the same, it will be the 80 because I copied just this one. So I have three profiles, and I want to create surface using the boundary. Go to the here, boundary, select here the as a first boundary, select here the second boundary, and select here the third boundary. So it will be the combined. So I am creating the mouse. You see the outer shape of the mouse here. It more or less just the approximation. Click OK. Now I want to close this open part here. In order to do this, I will create here the one sketch. So I will select here the plane. Click here the OK, and click here the line. I want to connect the line between this point and this point, and finish the sketch. So here I created line, and what we have seen here, the fillet surface, I will select this edge and this edge. So you see it is the closed fillet between this arc and this line, this part. I will click here the OK. So the same I will do here. In order to do this, I will select here the line, the sketch here, this plane, and draw here the line. Firstly, one line. You see the point to point. So, and I will finish here. And again the boundary, I will select this edge and this edge, so it will be the closed here. So this is my shape here, and what I want to here, again go to this plane. This is the front plane. Select here the sketch and select here the line. I will select here the line that is the passing through this body. The distance is not important. What is the important? It should be the crossing the body. So you can define here the distance. So I will keep here the more or less on this position. So you see in the center, and I will go to the surface and make here the extruded surface. Let's make here the mid plane and increase the value. The value is not important, distance. What is the important? It should be the crossed for full your body here. You see it should be the crossed. So for me it's the 130 millimeters enough. I will select here this. Okay, so I created this kind of shape. Now I created the basic shape. So my goal is to create this shape here from that shape. In order to do this, I will use the trim surface. So I will delete the unnecessary part of the element. So what I want to keep here, obviously upper part here. I want to keep here this part until this surface. So I want to keep this shape until this shape, and I want to delete other parts, which is the lower part here, this one and this one. So I know what I want to do, and step by step delete the unnecessary parts of the model. So select here the trim surface. So it is better to use here the mutual one. So we haven't seen, but let's see here the mutual one. So because in the mutual one you will select the series of the parts. So firstly I will select here as a boundary tool. So I will select here as a boundary, for example this one, and select here this one, this one, and this one, and here go to this box here, and you need to find here which one you want to keep or remove. For example, I want to remove. You see, I want to remove, for example, this part. You see, it is removed. This part and this part. You see, it is removing, and this part and this part. So you see, it is just removed all the parts where I want to remove, and I obtained this shape. I will click here the OK. So I obtained this shape. Let me delete, go to the initial position, and let me just show once more time this operation because it is important. Trim surface. The mutual one is important that you need to select here the mutual, and firstly you need to select here for example this surface, that at least for the surface it is better to use all the surfaces, and go to this one, and let's use here the remove, and select here the faces there you want to remove. So I select here this one, step by step. You see will be highlighted that which faces will be removed. So select here this one and this one. So result, click here OK. We can hide these planes so they are not needed for us. So here I created this one, and I want to add here the edge blend to this edge here. I want to add here the fillet, but what I highlighted before adding the fillet, we need to combine the surfaces because we have the different surfaces. This is a different surface. Here you see that it is the boundary surface. We have here the surface fill here, this one, and we have another surface here, and we have here another surface which is the extruded surface. We have for the surfaces in general. We need to combine this for the surfaces using which we have seen the knife, and I will just select all the surfaces here and make here the OK. Sorry, it's not here the selecting. So sorry, let me select here once more. It is already, I don't know. So let's try to make here it is the same. It's already united. So let's try to create here the fillet. Sorry, we need to select here the edge. So it's working. So we are adding the fillet. You can define here the fillet dimension. I will add here for this edge. Click here the OK, and I will add here the fillet for this side here, and let's here decrease slightly the value for this way fillet. Make here 5. Click OK. So I obtained the result, the final result here, and we can check here the section. It is the open element. It's the surface element. It is not yet converted to the plastic element here. So what we can add here, we can add here this kind of slot here for the mouse. Just this feature here. It is the open element here. You see, it is the open element. So let me go here the model, and let's select here the top plane. Let's create here the top plane. Let's create here the sketch, and let's create here the line. For example, starting from this one, any line, you can define the dimension. Let's create here the dimension of the 60 millimeter. So this is just line. I will finish, and I will make here the project of this line on this surface. So so I will go to the project. Line is selected here. You see, automatically selected. I will select here the face, this face. So this line will be the projected on this curvature line on the surface. So I will select here. Okay, so you see the line is selected here. That's the projected, and I want to create a surface element here, the swept surface, the circular profile, and as a guide curve I select this guide curve. You see the curve which is I created here, which is the projected. I will decrease here the value, that's a diameter, to the 2 millimeter, for example. Click OK. So I created here this surface, and I want to delete some unnecessary parts here using the trim. Select the trim and select here the standard one. Select this surface and select here the removed surface as this one, and click here the OK. So it is the removed, and again I want to open here once more the trim. Select this one, delete this one, so this one, and select here the remove. Not selecting the, let me just we need to here the remove this one. Let me delete this one and try to another the option here, the trim. So let's try to use here the fillet with a mutual. So select this one, select this one, select this one, and select once more this one. So now it's removed. You see here the slot is created. I will select here the OK. Now you see I opened this kind of slot. So we have finished with the model here. Let me just here the unite here it's already united. You can give here the thickness. So select here this surface, but let's decrease the value to the 1 millimeter. So I am giving the thickness for this part here. So the symmetric thickness. So okay, it is the possible to give the let's decrease the value. So let me just check here the section. Fortunately it's not given the thickness. So let me just go to the section, keep here. So I can skip here the thickness. So we can define here the color. In order to do this, you need to specify all your features, pressing the control keyboard. So here I will select here all the features, the lower part, all the features here. Pressing the control keyboard. So I will go to the edit appearances here. So let's define the similar color here, this one. Click OK. If you want, you can define here the different color for this part here. For example, the blue one here. So you can try to do by yourself. This is very useful. I think so here so by the combining the several tools of the surface elements, you can create this kind of complex shape. So now we have seen how to use here for example, the extrude surface, the boundary surface, the planar surface, fillet surface, and also what is important is the tool which we use it here, the trim surface. So without the trim surface, that we cannot create this kind of complex shape. So now let's see here another example how to use for example let me open this one surface fillet. So maybe this one, we can try this one also. I will open more the complex. So we did this one. Let me just check. Okay, let me just find the okay, not this one. We will do in the practice this. This one also we will do in the practice, so not today because it takes more time. So let me just okay, put this here. Maybe this one, yes. Here. So here I use it here, the offset and trim with the combination, very useful. Here you can see here some inner part, and here you see the inner part, very complex shape. So here the offset and trim functions is used in the combination. So let me just close this one, others, and go with the. So I can close this one, and I can close this one also. We don't need. So I will open here the new file. So firstly we will start to create some profiles. Firstly I will create here the general shape, then we will go with some modifications. So modify. So let's select here the top plane, select here the sketch, and let's create here for example the rectangle. I want to use as a first profile rectangle, but with some fillets on the corners. So let's increase here the values to the 20. So here and here. So finish. I will create obviously the new plane for the second profile. So at a distance I can create more the distance here, for example around 200 millimeter, even if the more, in order to create the bigger. I will select here this and create sketch, and let's create here the profile, which is the circular one. You can define the dimension, but I'm not caring about the dimensions in this case, as I'm showing how to use the function. So you can hide this one. Now I will create here the guide curves. So for this plane, so let's create as a guide curve just single arc here. So what is the important? Guide curve should be the pierce relations with the profiles here, the pierce, and this one and this one is the pierce relation. And I will make here the mirror. Obviously we did so many times here. So mirror, this one, the mirror about here. So I will create another guide curve for the, in this case, right plane, another 2 additional guide curves. So let me again using the arc here, again the pierce relation I will connect. It is the important, so it should be the connected. Again I will create the center line, vertical center line, to make here the mirror of this guide curve about this center line. So I created the profile here. Now I will convert using the boundary or the lofted surface to the surface element. So select here this one, select here this one, profile, go to the guide curve, select here the guide curves, OK, select here the guide curve here, click OK, select here the guide curve, click OK, select here the guide curve, click OK. So I created the general shape here, the bottom element. I will close the bottom part here using the planer. So and what I want to do here, if you look here this part here, I want to obtain this kind of shape here, this kind of shape. In order to do this, let me just firstly define the color, different color for this element, like the yellow here. Bottom part is different. We will then combine. I'm not caring. Firstly I will make here the offset. So I will make here the offset of this element. So at a distance, for example, the 2 millimeter, the same copy. So we have seen the offset, the same copy. You can inverse direction on okay, outward direction. So I will make it outward. Click OK. So you see it is offsetted. So this is the initial surface which I created by the surface loft, and here this one is the second surface element which I offsetted in the 2 millimeters of the distance. Now what I want to do here, I will select here the front plane, select here the sketch, and I will select here the spline line and draw this kind of shape, which is this kind of shape here. Let me just drag into this position, like here is just like here. So this kind of curve I created. I will go to the surface tab and create here the extrude surface of this element, and the mid plane. What is the important? I will extrude here as a distance at the mid plane. What is the important? It should be the crossed here of this body. Click OK. So I obtained this shape. Now I need to delete the same way. That's the unnecessary part what we have done using the trim surface. I will select here trim surface, use the mutual one, and select here this surface, all the surfaces here, and go to the remove selection, and select here the part where you want to. I want to remove this part. You see, I want to remove this part. Inner part is remained. You see here, because I have the inner part which is the initial, which is the yellow surface element. This one is offsetted. I want to remove it, but inner is remained. Here I have another surface element which is the extruded. Here you see I have the 3 surface elements, and I want to remove again this one also. this one, and click here the OK. So sorry, this one, sorry, let me show once more again. You need to be careful with the selection. Select this one, select this one, select here this one, okay. Okay, let's firstly click OK to see the result here. So you see I removed the upper part of this element and remained inner part. So I obtained here I have the connection, which is the extrude surface. Very complex shape I obtained here on the surface, but here you see some mistake. Here I have these two elements, so we need to remove some unnecessary parts. So I need to remove this yellow part because I don't need here. So in order to do this, I will go to the trim surface. Let's try to use the standard option in this case. Select here this one and remove this one. So just single by single, click OK. Now it is removed, you see, and if I look here the inner part, this shape is obtained. I obtained what I want, so I can go to the section, and you see here this one is obtained here. Let me just check here here we can let me just hide this one. If I hide this one, I can even obtain this kind of element here. You can just keep like here, or you can just make here the show this element, this kind of element you can obtain. And what we need to make here the unite all of this surface element, this one and the bottom part here. Just click OK. So it's not selecting, so it's already created. So let me just add here some fillet. So it's not selecting, so sometimes, so let me just delete this one, select this surface, select this surface. So I forgot to add here this one, so don't worry. So we can give some thickness. So let me just make here the 1 millimeter of the thickness. So I will add another thickness differently for this one. So let me finish this. So let me just delete this one. And what we can add here as a roulette to this edge here. Select here it's not selecting, I don't know, this select this one, select here this, and make here let me just add here just a moment, we can finish. So I can close this one. So this is how to use the combine of the surface elements, starting from the sketch. Here this elements is mostly for the basic shapes. Then you can make some modification using the offset, and obviously using the trim surfaces. So here that we can finish that the lesson is over.